Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah.
The Breakdown Boys, Wade Sensei.
Who's we here?
We here, we live in Sensei.
Yep.
There's been things in the influencer boxing scene as of the last week. I'm not talking about Misfits boxing, but I'm talking about the re-emergence, I guess is the right word, of the top G.
Top G.
Andrew Tate. Now, not only did my YouTube video that's on the second channel, Wade's World, give him the resurgence he needed, 147,000 views on a 20K sub channel. No big deal, really. But it just so happens to coincide with something that we got on the same day. New Andrew Tate sparring, I guess, footage.
Sparring footage.
And we're going to break it down because we need to answer something, Sensei. There's been a long ongoing debate between influencer boxing. Can Andrew Tate fight any of these guys? Is it ever going to happen? KSI was chirping at him.
You did a video with Logan Paul, though, but we were just talking about it, but I didn't watch it. But what did you say?
I said Andrew Tate beats Logan Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, I said that, listen, there's a little bit of an experience factor here. There's a little bit of who's going to pull that trigger. Andrew Tate, a very much pressure fighter for a taller guy, wants to stick jabs and then throw some around the guard, straight punches down the pipe. Yeah, there was some kicking in there as well, and there's definitely some areas on defense left to be desired. But in the grand scheme of things, you're talking about a guy that's very hesitant in Logan Paul that does feel the weight of moments. And granted, Andrew Tate is not necessarily boxed in front of 20,000, but I have a feeling when it came down to it, one guy wants to throw, one guy wants to kind of just be there, at least from what we've seen. Andrew Tate being the aggressor, risky game, but it tends to reward him pretty well. Not the most technical guy in the world, but he doesn't really have to be in most of these fights. Granted, some of the opponents aren't the greatest, but I went into a lot more detail in my video. But now we have KSI giving a little chirpy chirp.
The chirpity chirps.
Little chirpity chirp, little tweetity tweet there. Because
tweets.
He was, the Twitter fingers were going crazy because Andrew Tate put out some of this footage. We'll get to what KSI said, but let's watch this first, okay? This is Andrew Tate fresh out of jail, fresh out on bail. The hairline didn't make it back, but let's take a look at this footage anyway. Way.
Snappy hook.
2 seconds into the video.
He's not even wearing boxing gloves, by the way.
Oi. And again, woo! Be careful. Careful there. This guy's working. Tate not throwing back too much. Now Tate's throwing a little more. Catches that one. Those gloves are... We in 16s.
He's not in 16.
The other guy isn't. The other guy's not. Tate is. Right hand gets through. Now we working a little now, though. Hey, sit him down. All right, first impression, Sensei.
No bueno.
No good. What do you see there? That
here's the thing. Okay, didn't you said I want to put this into context here.
Yep.
Okay, for the people at home.
Yep.
At the casa. Wade. Tate responded to you.
So here, let's go through the entire thing first. We have KSI who responds to this footage saying, from watching this, I would absolutely destroy Andrew Tate. Watch me on May 13th, for those that don't believe. W promo, right? W promo for the fight.
W.
Obviously, I think he means this because he's also called out Andrew Tate. By the way, a reappearance from Low Tier God. I don't know where he's been. He's been gone for a long time. You also aren't conditioned like Tate to take these shots. Please stop with the cat, bro. And then he just Taki's crazy. Okay, I can't. If I keep going, it's gonna get too weird. So I responded to the response because this is Twitter and you know how it works. I said to this, KSI sees what I said in today's vid. Tate stands straight up, chin high. He will counter almost every exchange, but only pulling back at the waist. Shots will eventually get through and land flush. But Tate's size, punch volume, variety, and experience make him a favorite in that fight, meaning if he were to fight KSI. The top G responded. Sensei.
Hey, coming out.
Getting response from Cobra Tate. He said, I was literally teaching him and telling him what to do. I wasn't even punching back, which for the first part of that video, true. And then I hit him with a quick response. I said, my tweet is about your actual fighting style, not this one clip. I just recently broken down some of your fights, and these are the commonalities. And I meant to put I find, and I butchered it. I fight with your style. Risk equals reward, dangerous but effective. So,
yes.
First off, getting the response from the top GW. Secondly, let's talk about it. What do you see there and with KSI's response and the whole thing, what are your thoughts, man?
Well, okay. First off, Tate hasn't been fighting clearly in a while. He's getting caught here. And when he says, one of the issues I have is that when he says, I wasn't even punching back, I was literally teaching him what to do, it kind of reminds me.
I don't know how much that guy needs to be taught.
Bro, what I'm saying, this kind of reminds me, right? Let's say it's a high-level guy in jiu-jitsu, or let's say you're in the sparring gym, right? And somebody's doing pretty well, they're young and athletic, and you're like,
I wasn't even going hard.
Exactly, and they're about to submit you, and you're like, no, you gotta, do it like this. You gotta switch it up a little bit, and redo it. That's a little bit of the vibes I was getting from that response there.
Okay,
right, and clearly he's
it
a better fighter here.
Clearly, what I said got to him because he responded to it, and I wasn't even meaning it like, oh,
right,
Tate's why. Like, I was trying to say, listen, this footage is indicative of this is how he fights.
Yes. And again, I'm not saying that that's not completely true. I even think a little bit of that is true. Where let's say like Tate's gonna work with this guy, and Tate is the better one, and maybe he wasn't going full out clearly,
right?
But the guy caught him a little bit.
He definitely didn't want to get caught with those.
With that being said, who's to say that Andrew Tate won't take a similar mentality with someone like JJ or with KSI or Logan Paul with like, this person doesn't deserve to be in here with me, and we've seen that happen before.
I don't know, man.
Listen, one of the things is that Tate clearly doesn't move his feet. I don't know why. You even saw his fights. Again, we saw his fights that were competitive. He walks around.
That's it.
He walks around and he leans.
Yep.
Right. And the only guy that's ever been able to get away with that is Tyson Fury and Muhammad Ali.
Anderson Silva for the most part.
Well, he didn't get away with it.
He got caught
Anderson
at some
Silva
point.
And Muhammad Ali got cracked. Even Tyson Fury got cracked, got sat down.
Yep.
Right? The best of the best ever.
Yep.
They had to pay for it, right? And it was not necessarily, but a little bit, you could say out of their prime a little bit, when
37.
the instincts aren't really there, that crazy, you think, because when you're relying on that, you got to be perfect, because it's a game of inches at that point.
Yep.
Right? And if you're like, oh, no, I'm good here, I'm good, with the 10-ounce gloves, and
he's been stopped before.
And he's not all in it.
Yep.
Like he used to be, he's not young.
Yep.
That kind of style like that, these guys this is not JJ right there and Logan Paul right there.
I mean, to be fair, this is probably a similar size guy as JJ. Tate's 6'4".
I know. Tate's
6'3", 6'4". Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's tall.
Okay.
He's a tall guy.
Was he walking around at pretty big then?
Yeah, he looks like 220 right here, 210, 220. He looks big.
Yeah.
So the JJ thing, it doesn't even make a lot of sense to me. The fight's never going to happen.
Yeah, the size difference is crazy.
Yeah, like Tate's not cutting fucking 30 pounds, 40 pounds.
Right, but the thing is, if this is Logan Paul, bro, here's the thing. Logan
doesn't have that shot. At least he hasn't shown that he has that shot, or that he will take it. That's my thing.
Listen, the thing with JJ was coming forward and put Logan on the back foot, right?
Tate's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, but he's going to be walking. He's not going to be looking like a Tasmanian devil.
I'm just saying, I don't know how Logan does with any kind of pressure.
He looked pretty good against Floyd Mayweather.
It's Floyd. Floyd doesn't have any chance of hurting him. Zero.
He kind of tagged him a little bit. He
tagged him, but I'm saying that's what showed you that he couldn't hurt Logan. He hit him with shots, and Logan was like, cool. All right.
One of them rocked him. He was like a little sideways.
And if Floyd is doing that, and it's Floyd, we get it. He has his ways of entry.
Yeah, it's Floyd Mayweather.
But Andrew Tate doesn't have to be Floyd to get to Logan's chin. He doesn't have to be. You know why? Because he's 6'4". He doesn't have to have all those advantages to get past Logan's jab. He might have a longer reach than Logan has. I don't know if
you might, but when I see something like this, like, who is this guy?
I have no idea.
He was cracking him, bro.
But this guy's not. I mean, he's not terrible. This left hook is nice. Look at this left hook. The entry, bang.
It wasn't actually great. He didn't turn on it at all.
No, I'm saying it's a Mike Tyson style, like looping left hook, like on the entry, and it's done with decent enough timing to where you don't expect it because it's right off that jab and then leaps in with it. Boom. You know, it's not the greatest guy in the world, but we're talking about a guy again. That's a heavy hook, bud. You know, but again, Logan doesn't have that, or at least not that I've seen.
Ah, man.
Logan's left hook is this, and you've seen him throw it because Milton teaches it.
Oh, the slap hook.
That's him. You want to see Logan's left hook? Here we go. You want to see it?
Oh. But Tate's just so lackadaisical, dude.
No, I get it. He's very much, I'm in control of everything when he's in that ring, right? It's very much straight up, walking forward, straight up. I get that.
Yeah.
I get all that, right? I do. Here we go.
Because he didn't want to get hit by those shots, bro. He didn't want to get hit by them.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the big thing. Like what you said makes a lot of sense. Like, okay, you can say you were helping the kid out, yada yada, but you didn't want to get hit with those, dude.
And he got hit multiple times, by the way.
Yeah. Twice,
and also
back to back.
In the head, like head shooting back.
Yeah. So again, I don't know if we're gonna get much from Logan here. That bag is extra big. They got like 3 people inside of that bag, dog. That bag is nasty. I thought he would open up a little more here.
When was this?
This is before Floyd.
Oh, okay.
This is like the day before Floyd Mayweather. Okay, there's a little bit of this. That's okay. That's what we get from Logan a lot. That's nice. You see a little slip under nothing? You like that? Like that? Okay, here we go. He's digging here. There we go. This is how he's going to attack Tate right here.
Bro, I think he was.
This is him aiming at Floyd's head, by the way.
I'm dead. That is facts. That is facts. That's that combo we use.
Yeah. So here's Logan struggling with Milton on the mitts. There's his hook. That's his hook in his right hand. This is how he legitimately throws it. There.
He scoops the hook.
He scoops the hook to get to the right hand, and the right hand's not thrown with any kind of I mean, he doesn't need to. He's a big, powerful guy as it is, but that right hand's not the greatest right hand in the world, dude. It's loose. It's Milton style, but he throws it just like this. That's it. I'm not trying to shit on Logan here, but I'm just saying there's a little bit of a difference. Like, he leans into it, but it's not. It's all up here. It's all up here.
Yeah.
And that's the way Logan's fought for a long time. That's fine. That's his style now. That's fine. Hands low, you know what I'm saying? A lot of reactions, a lot of feints. That's cool. But he's a very much arm puncher, scoop fighter. That's what he does.
Yeah.
And he knows that. That's like, it's not any secret. That's just the way he fights. You know what I'm saying? Even his uppercuts. Do we forget? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the one he dropped JJ with. I just don't.
Dude, that uppercut was crazy. He actually threw something behind it. But this, like,
right. But like the way that, bro, the way that Tate fights.
Yep.
Like, he can get away with it in kickboxing. And here's my point. You're not going to get away with it in boxing, bro.
But that's the thing, too, is he stays at this range even in kickboxing. Like, yeah, he uses his sidekick. But watching his kickboxing fights, he's in your face. Like, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I know. You can kick out range, but
I agree with you. This stuff's going to get him. I agree with you on that. You can't do this.
I know he said he was just working with this guy, but we've seen him fight this way.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Like walking in a range.
But this is him. This is him to a T. This little exchange right here is Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
to a T.
He gets cracked.
He will get hit, and he will come right back and be like, "Okay, my turn." Boom, boom, and then go again. That's him 100%. And then this right here, he's working the body, sees an opening, bang, cool.
This kid is tiny. I just don't see
that kid's JJ.
I mean, if Tate really, again, I'm assuming
and
Tate
let's say this too. He has
not
one
going
eye.
to be like
he has one
potential. Yeah, he's not the Tate We're not talking about a young Tate. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that definitely is going to make a difference. I didn't know. Everybody's telling me now about this. I didn't know that. I didn't know he had an eye injury until everybody started telling me recently.
Yeah, that's why he loses. I can't cover no more because even if my gloves hit my eye, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Even Tate sometimes is an arm puncher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
They're very similar in that style.
This is why I think he's just a better version of Logan. Okay, this is him that same morning. A little slow-mo, kind of, I don't know, tech sparring, maybe actual sparring. Who knows what's going on here?
Yeah, the tough thing is the walking around, the walking.
He's very much like a stalking high, like not even high guard, just stalking forward guy.
That's the thing. He stalks forward without a high guard.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can clinch and knee and
he's
kickboxing
big as shit
and kick.
There's no way he's fighting KSI, dude.
Oh, no.
But okay, so let's just say this. I guess the debate is now turned. Forget KSI because that's not happening.
Yeah, Tate
Andrew Tate, Logan Paul.
180 fight. I got Logan Paul, bro.
I just don't see it. Tell me why, though. Like, how do you see Logan beating him?
Because I think Andrew's just too confident at this age, at this ability. I think he'd be too confident and he'd walk around. He would be walking flat-footed and he'd get cracked and think that he's not going to get cracked as bad. He's going to take his punches. And it's not going to work that way.
Dog, KSI took his punches. They took everything Logan had. And granted, it was one, but KSI
the one
was
that
the
he landed,
same.
He got dropped with.
But he took it. I mean, yeah, he got dropped, but he got back to it. It wasn't like he was flatlined.
Well, he got dropped with it, but then he didn't get hit by much anything else.
I'm saying. So if Logan can't throw against that guy, if he can't open up against that dude.
I know if you're saying he doesn't open up against him, but he looked better against Floyd, to be honest.
He looked better against Floyd because, again, we talked about it. He got hit, didn't phase him. KSI hurt him. KSI hurt him, and it got in his head. He was like, shit.
But I think, I've talked about this before. I think Logan, the reason he performed better against Floyd was because he was a bit of an underdog. I think he performed better that way. I don't think he performed better as the favorite, as the guy who's supposed to win.
But I'm telling you, right? it would be closer. They would be like, Logan, you better win this because that's an old Andrew Tate with one eye, with this. It would be the same thing, and he'd have that same pressure. He absolutely would. Yeah. From the people that are going to watch that fight, he absolutely would.
And I just think Logan is a guy who like he already went through that with JJ. I don't think he does it again.
He did it twice. He went through it the first time, and you can say it was cardio. That's fine. But by the second one,
the first one he was throwing.
No, I get it. But by the end of the fight, he wasn't. And the second one,
he was gassed.
It spooked
he was clinching.
him. It spooked him getting that gassed, and he wanted no part of going back to that place. Andrew
the second
Tate,
one though, he didn't want to fight that day.
He didn't want to fight because I think the man was a little bit worried about expelling too much energy early and going right back to that same place where he had never been before, and it scared him. Right? It put him in a place where it's like, Jesus Christ, I've never been this tired in my life. How? I don't want to go back there. Right? And that's normal. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I get it. That's strategy. Change up a little bit. But Andrew Tate does the same thing.
The guy, I just think he's so different, dude, from that guy.
I don't know how, though. He throws the same punches. He maybe has a better tank. I'll give you that. He went 8 with
that's
Floyd.
The thing. Well, you said same punches, but he didn't throw those punches in the second fight.
He didn't. What did he throw against Floyd? He threw one massive combination.
I'm talking about with KSI, yeah, but he was all over the place with,
That's what I'm saying. In the second KSI fight, he threw his jab really well. He threw one left hook right hand down the pipe that I don't even think the right hand landed, but it was the best combination.
We didn't see him throw though. We didn't see.
But that's the thing. How do you know he has it?
Logan.
How do you know he's gonna? Because when has he? He didn't even open up like that crazy versus Floyd, and he felt, okay, Floyd can't hurt me. He didn't open up there.
He was a lot looser. He performed
defensively,
a lot better.
Sure.
I thought the guy who fought Floyd would have performed way different against JJ.
But why was he performing that way versus Floyd? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Was it because he was...
I think he was the underdog. He talked about there's nothing to lose. Again, you're talking about a guy with nothing to lose there. He talked about, when I went out there, I felt free and loose. He was when you watch him bouncing, I was like, this guy is completely different. The guy who versus JJ was flat. You could tell when he first started. He said it walking out into the ring. We'll see what I got. He said it to his coaches, whatever. The guy going against Floyd Mayweather, he's Logan's a little wild boy. So you see him when he does the wrestling. You see him out there when he gets
crazy.
Like the nothing to lose. The moment's really big. It's not like I'm supposed to be here. He becomes something different. And I think in a moment like that, I think he'll relish more in a moment like that than versus like a JJ, a guy who's supposed to be, or something like that. I think the moment will, the bigger the moment, the better he's going to do.
I think the bigger the moment where he's not expected to do anything, or when he's not expected to win, the better he does. The bigger the moment.
I think Andrew would be the favorite with this one, though.
He might be, but the bigger the moment where people expect something out of him, especially for the words he had for Andrew Tate, I think that would get to him. I do. I don't think this is the same thing as Floyd, because it's Floyd Mayweather, bro. No one expects you to win that fight. Andrew Tate, you better beat him. After all that stuff you said, you better beat him.
I don't. And that performance with JJ though, that one, I think was an outlier.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was the common thing, because even the first fight he went after JJ and got
he was confident. He was confident. JJ took that from him.
He was only not confident once. He's only fought what, 3 times?
Three times. But he didn't have any reason to like. It's tough to judge, I guess, is what you're saying, because he didn't have any reason to not just let it go in the Floyd fight, right? Had no reason.
Well, I mean, it's still Floyd Mayweather. You still be cautious.
But if you get knocked out by Floyd, it's cool. You got knocked out by Floyd, it's Floyd. Whatever.
Yeah, but that's you
get knocked out by Andrew Tate.
You still got to be squared up against him.
Oh, he had to protect himself for sure, and there was points in there where he was like, okay, let me back off a bit. But
I think he relishes that moment to go toe to toe with someone. I think the fear and a different kind. I don't know. I think the moment was different with him with JJ. I don't think it was the fear of JJ, but the fear of losing to JJ.
I think it was the fear of going back to the place. I don't even know if it was fear of losing to JJ. I think it was fear of going back to that place where he had to make a decision. Where it was like, do I want to go to that dark, like, dog spot where I know JJ will go? Because last time I went there, it didn't work out well, and I couldn't breathe. That fear of fatigue.
But he's a wrestler, bro. He knows the gas
tank,
different, though.
Bro. It's different, though. He even said it. He was like, this is different, man.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. But I just think, to me, when I see Andrew, I'm like,
he's hittable. Boy. I'll give you that. He's hittable. The question is, will Logan throw the shot? Will he be able to take advantage with a guy like Andrew in his face? Even if Logan lands and it doesn't hurt him, Tate's right back. And he's throwing flurries.
I think he's going to do, like, the thing he did against, bro, like, you didn't see, remember the shift that Kenny just had? Boom to boom.
You're talking about a Kenny that's been in shape, that's continued to fight, that hasn't taken time off.
I'm talking about but the mental switch and fight. When you saw it went Logan, now, granted, it didn't look great, but when he went after Floyd and did the whole freaking, just freaking went crazy.
Yeah.
That guy would have done better against JJ.
Yeah, that specific moment, I agree, but that was the only moment he had. That was it.
No. He caught him with a right hand.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was the moment where he went after him. That was it.
Yeah, when he went after him.
That guy didn't show up the entire fight. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there the entire fight.
He thought he had him hurt, but he was super confident. I think if that guy shows up against Andrew Tate, he beats Andrew Tate.
Hard to say, man.
If the guy that showed up against Floyd.
I'm just saying, Logan wasn't as active in that Floyd fight as people remember. He was great on his jab, and that was kind of it, bro. He had the right hand that caught Floyd, for sure, but it was a lot of Logan jabbing and clinching. Which is fine. By the way, I commended Logan on that performance. I said he put Floyd in a place where Floyd didn't have any answers. That's how Logan fine. That's how he had to fight him. But there wasn't a lot that Logan did outside of jabbing Floyd and clinching him. And it's not his fault. It's just Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do with that guy?
I know, because you're not going to have any.
There's not a lot there. Because, like, what do you do with that? If you're Logan, what do you do with that? There's not a lot you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at Floyd. Yeah, cheeky.
What do you do with that? Like, that right hand's not. Where are you going with that?
Bro, that's Floyd. Floyd's out of there.
I know, but I'm saying that's just the way he throws that.
But look at the guy.
I know. He's overthrowing Floyd. He's overthrowing Floyd, but if he throws that and it doesn't hit Tate, Tate's all over him. Clinch him, cool. You want to do that? You want to play that game? You're the low man in the clinch now.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, man. I don't see it. I see Logan struggling with him heavily because that jab is not keeping him at bay.
No,
Floyd it will because Floyd's 5'9".
And again, I don't think it's gonna be a jab or a boxing thing. I think it's gonna be exactly what we've seen Andrew Tate over and over again get hit with.
What,
the
lead
same
hook?
type of stuff? Something, anything. You get straight hand, you got hit by the straight right, you got hit with the lead hook. something where he's leaning backward. I decided to lunge and punch, and you decided to lean without your hands.
I don't know. I just don't know if Logan's accurate enough, one, to hit him with that shot.
Damn.
And I don't know that he has the lead hook. I mean, he has a lead hook, but I just don't know if he's got that lead hook. That lead, like jumping in, because he's a smaller guy here too. So I don't know if he's got that. The straight right hand, I'll give you. He lands that, it's game. It could be game over. I will 100% give you that. But if Tate lands, people forget Tate's got hammers too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He puts people out. I'm saying Andrew Tate beats him, bro. You're sticking with Logan. What are you saying? He knocks him out?
I'm sticking with Logan. I think that's how he has to do it. I don't think you're not going to win like a grueling freaking boxing. I think Tate will be too savvy in those situations.
I was going to say, I think
mean?
I think Tate could beat him in a decision. I think Tate could knock him out, but I would see a decision.
Tate is old. He's got a hurt eye, bro. Like this is not.
This is the thing too. If we're putting in the eye and the whole thing, that makes it a little different.
I said that. I'm not saying Andrew Tate young. I'm talking about a guy that's out of jail. Guys that have been trained, been smoking cigars. He says it himself.
The eye makes it a lot closer. I'll give you that for sure.
He's getting caught by some kid.
And I think that is the bad eye too, which would be I think it's the right eye.
What I'm saying? And he's kind of like there, and then he starts covering. Like it's not
the smoking cigars thing. I don't care about that. You give him a year and he's fine. 8 months, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he has it, but he has to like actually transform back into something.
100% he could. 100%. That guy knows the game. He's fought 80 something times. He knows how to get in shape and fight.
Right, and he said before he don't know if he wants to fight. I'm just saying the guy today.
No, I get it.
I saw right there.
That's fine.
That's not that
I get
guy that we just saw getting sparring.
But that's not the guy that's fighting.
Right, I'm saying, but if they
walked in right now, yeah, I give you that. But they're not going to fight tomorrow.
I just, if they were to throw the gloves right now, what's up?
Okay, well, I understand that, but I'm saying training camp, the whole thing, because that's how a fight would happen. They're not going to be like, all right, it's signed, let's go. They'd give that 8 months, you know?
Yeah.
I'm saying if they fought right now, sure, Logan. If they fought 8 months from now with a camp.
With an eye surgery, a patch it.
He gets LASIK done. Andrew Tate.
Because he literally said in an interview I can't cover anymore because if I cover and I get hit and my hand hits my eye, I can lose my eye.
Okay, well that's crazy then.
Bro,
what are we talking about? No, he should be fighting
anybody. He says he leans away. It's not because I don't want to get hit. That was his answer.
Well, bro, I don't know how did he not lose his eye on that left hook?
I know.
He got clipped with that shit. So
but if you're telling me a fully motivated Tate, healthy,
he beats Logan.
But I'm talking about this dude has been going through the muck, bro. He's been out of jail. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that creates monsters, though, dog. Maybe he needs some of that money. Money's a great motivator. It's what he used to say he did it for anyway, you know?
Oh, man.
I'm sticking with it. I'm saying Tate. You're saying Logan. Comment section, you let us know.
I hope this happens one day. This is going to be like Lakers Celtics, bro. In the finals.
Comment section. Let us know how Andrew Tate smokes Logan and shuts Sensei up. No. Let us know what you think. Does Andrew Tate beat Logan Paul? And if Logan Paul beats Andrew Tate, tell us why. I don't have the answers. Neither does Sensei, even though